Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Heritage Fest, HBC meeting for Thursday, February 19th? 20th, sorry, thank you. We have some new people that we'd like to introduce, and so you all get to know each other. We've got some new people on. I'm Debbie Zahn. I'm at the current chair, but I guess we're going to be working on maybe taking new offices today. So why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Peg Sundell, and I'm new to the commission, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, and Ron Brutlog. I think this is my second year
Yeah,
and enjoy working here.
yeah, good.
Kara Knopf, I'm the BCHS representative of the commission.
Pete Boggins, I'm in my second year on this also.
Al Stabino, I believe it's my second term.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so this is who you're going to get to work with.
That's good.
And then we've got Elwood, of course. If everybody had a chance to read the minutes, I would look for a motion to accept them. I lost my thing.
Second.
Thank you. Elwood, I lost my screen. I don't know what I did here. Oh, I'll get up over here. There we go. Thank you. I guess our first agenda would be the election of offices, which includes the chair, vice chair, and secretary. So we all get a chance to pick who we want for nominations. Could be more than one, or however we wanted to do that. Since I am the chair right now, I'm going to step down from being the chair for a second. So who should make the vote?
Well, I can call for nominations for chair.
I nominate Deb.
Yeah, you got 1 year left, don't you, Deb?
I
More.
do believe so.
I think so.
Oh, you get off 27.
Oh, I'm here a little bit longer.
You must have been appointed
Yeah, I
at one
think so.
time, and then
I
you can
think
run
so.
for 2 terms.
Right.
Other nominations for chair? Any other nominations? Take a vote for chair. Deb Zahn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Deb's,
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now we need nominations for vice chair. Who was the current vice chair? Jeannie?
Jeannie.
Jeannie was.
Jeannie was.
I'll nominate Ron Brutlog for vice chair.
Any other nominations? All right, we'll take a vote. We'll vote for Bron as vice chair for this season. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, so moved. We'll move on to secretary.
Currently, we have Al.
Mhm.
Is he the secretary?
Okay.
So I would move we just keep him as our secretary.
Sounds good. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so we'll go on to the next thing. Well, you got the roster now too, so everybody has seen that? Yep, okay, we're good there. Now we'll approve the minutes of the last meeting, which was December 16th. There was any corrections or additions? I would look for a motion to approve it.
So moved.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on to the next thing.
Ms. Chairwoman,
Yeah?
I take it we had no meeting in January.
No, we didn't. Well, I think there wasn't a quorum.
There wasn't a quorum.
I was sick, I know that, but I didn't know that there was,
Yeah, we didn't have a quorum
nothing
for that.
happened, I guess.
Yep.
Were you here last time?
No, I completely forgot about it. Pete was here.
I was here. We didn't have a quorum, so we just talked.
Oh, that's okay.
Nothing official.
I
That
thought
works.
maybe you planned a convention.
No, we got ideas. That's today we're planning the convention.
All right, so we'll approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Design review.
So we have a design review for Soda Street Studios LLC. It's at 103 North Minnesota. Applicants Tamara Hansen, New Ulm. It is for a acrylic sign going up on the front of the building. It's roughly 20, what do you got for a figure here? 27 square feet going up there, made out of acrylic letters attached to the building itself. Black, semi-gloss black is the color they're going with. And as for signage on the building, we meet the requirements for square footage of signage for that building with this going on.
All right.
I love the name. I take it you are representing the Soda Street Studio. Can you
Exact-
tell us something about
Yep, that's what I was.
what you
gonna ask.
are?
We are a pottery studio, and the name was just kind of a catchy name for being located on Minnesota Street.
You could take the mic here.
Yeah, come up by the mic. Just say your name and address. I forgot, sorry.
So my name is Tammy Hansen, and I'm here with Soda Street Studio. And like I was saying, the name came from just the location of Minnesota Street. It's just kind of a catchy soda. If you've seen, there's lots of merch and things out there, and we just thought it'd be really fun on Minnesota Street. I'm a New Ulm local. My husband moved here from California, but I grew up here all my life. So it's a paint your own pottery studio. So you just come in and you pick your item, and we have all the things you need to finish your piece. And then once you're done, you leave it with us, and we fire it in the kiln, and you can pick it up in 1 to 2 weeks when it's ready.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I used to
Yeah.
do that years ago.
Yeah, and
Is that something like ceramics?
it's bisque, so it's been fired once.
Yeah.
It's white. They're all white. Yep, when they start. Yeah, ceramic pottery.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. And as I said, I think it really looks sharp, the sign.
Good.
When do you plan to open?
Our first day open was actually on this past Sunday. We are open quietly this week. We had a soft opening last week, and we have our grand opening on Saturday this weekend. So in 2 days. But we have quietly been open this week, Sunday, Wednesday, today, right now.
Do you have any hours that are specific to each day or?
Yeah, so Sundays we're open 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Wednesday through Friday 3 to 8 p.m. We'll
You're
closed
closed
on Monday and Tuesday for firing.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So everything else on this storefront is good to go, and we have a sign on the door. And we just once we find out about what what happens here tonight, then we have to wait until we can repaint the front. Which obviously, with our sub-zero temperatures, we'll have to wait until it gets a little warmer.
You buy your pottery from someplace else?
I do, but I also am going to source some locally here with a local artist that has molds, and I'm really excited. She just offered that she is going to make some New Ulm specific items, so I can't wait to bring them into the studio.
That'll be fun.
What color are you painting the front?
The same as what it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Just freshen it up to cover up
It,
the old
it's
signage.
Yeah, there's dirt from the previous sign, so it needs to be washed and just brought back to what it is. Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
I wish you well.
If there's any other questions or discussion, otherwise I'm looking for approval. A vote,
So moved.
Second.
second, all right. All approve.
Aye.
Good, we're good to go. Thank you so much. We look forward to coming to see the store. Okay, we've got some old business. Elwood?
So we're talk about the false conference for SHPO, and what staff has brought up is some proposed tours that we're looking at. And that's on one of your sheets there that handed out. So we're looking at the downtown walking tour hosted by Terry and Sarah Sweeney, or Brown County, and just doing the basic walking tour downtown, setting it up like that. The second one is the bus tours of town, looking at, Herman, Flandreau, out to Shell's Brewery. We've got 2 buses scheduled for that, not knowing what we're gonna get for participants in that. And then a historical German street tour, or home tour on South German, guided by Lisa Besmer. And then that tour would be drawn, horse-drawn wagon, draft horses. 30 to 45 people is what they said they can take on their wagons and stuff. So they're looking at 1 to 2 homes possibly. And then
Will they go into the homes or just drive by?
that's the plan, is to be able to tour at least one of the homes, if not a couple of them, the way it sounds from Lisa.
Perfect.
Then they're looking at ending up at Black Frost, taking everybody down to Black Frost for a tour, and ending up there and giving the history of his building and touring the distillery there to end the tour. So the question is, anywhere else we're looking for, the bus tour for going around town. And some of the ideas on that, possibly the Gog House, Lind House, possibly driving through the cemetery, the old section, seeing some of that. Driving by the Hall of Fame, Riverside Park, Way of the Cross. So there's some options there that we can look at also.
Right.
Depending on, again, timeline of what we're looking at for that bus tour, because they want to end up out at Shell's and do a tour out there.
Okay.
The regular tour out there, which is an hour.
Yep.
So we'd have to plan on that and see what we can get by looking at.
Have time to stop at Herman?
Yeah, they'd probably be able to get out and walk around.
I think they'll go up on to Herman, though.
Depends on.
Is Herman going to be up or down?
Well, that we can talk about in the next item. There again, too, depending on where we're at with Herman and with the structural engineer coming in every spring and taking a look at them. He's voiced that he's feeling comfortable for maybe another 2-3 years, but
Of letting people go up. Okay.
it really depends on again, kind of a light winter on it. I mean, not a lot of moisture and stuff, but a lot of cold again, so that's seeing what he goes through here this spring and see what
Right.
he says. So,
Have any of you taken the walking tour with Terry?
I have not done it with Terry, but
Yeah, I have.
We did a short one with Brown County, and it's really interesting.
see, the chamber kind of put that together. Nubra is the one that started the tour where you can actually have an iPad or hearing aid stuff,
Yeah.
so you
Right,
can
you
walk
can-
through yourself.
Right.
And then there was also, the chamber kind of did that together. I think Terry, when he got back in town, kind of took over some of that stuff, so.
yeah, that was about 2007, 2008,
Yep,
that
it's
went
been a
in.
while.
Yeah.
And he knows so much history that
Yep,
throws
he can
all
tell
those
all the
little
good stories.
gems in. Yeah.
Yep,
When you say Flandreau under the bus tours, is that the park or the group camp?
Either or. I mean, we were just shooting out ideas of where we can go with stuff on the bus tour. And again, kind of time constraints of, we're looking at a couple hours on that, and then, like I said, ending up at the distillery is the tentative plan anyway right now.
So all of these tours, you want to be done by 3 to get down to the Black Frost? Okay,
Yep, because I think what Shippo said is 1 to 3 is the afternoon tours is what I believe the time
yeah,
was.
because normally you get out of what you're doing at 4 o'clock,
Yeah.
so.
I know the Gog House would be happy to have the tours, if that's an option.
If Shells takes an hour, you don't have a lot of time.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
That's right, but I think Shells is gonna be on the top of people's list to
Yeah.
do that tour. You know, and there again, maybe it's just a quick bus tour of just pointing out the historical spots.
So
And
is-
not going in going in them.
So Turner Hall is going to be the Wednesday night
Turner Hall's gonna be
registration, all
the,
that?
yes.
Because there was time we were talking about
Well-
doing shells.
No, it's gonna be out at Shells. The registration's gonna be at Shells Wednesday night.
Okay,
And then Thursday, the sessions are gonna be there and at State Street Theater, one session there.
okay.
So all the food will be at
Stage-
at Turner, yeah. So, and they're planning on 3 breakout sessions there, and then 1 over at State Street
So there's
for,
enough, if there's, you know, sometimes you've got 4 or 5 options of classes that you want to take.
correct.
So there's enough in both spaces to do that.
Yeah, and Shippo just sent out a request for information last week, I think it was, for presenters and what they want to present on for the conference.
Okay.
And that's due mid-March, so soon after that, we should know what is getting presented. And they should be able to tell us there, okay, what's gonna be the hot topic that we can try to figure out attendance and where we wanna accommodate those sessions.
Yeah, so Wednesday night won't be an option to do any touring. It'll be basically being in the beer hall more than likely, huh?
I would say
Or
that's,
the store being open, I'm sure.
I would
Yeah.
assume the store will be open in the museum and to be able to,
Because that usually isn't attended by the full group, you know, it's only
Correct, yeah.
people that are coming into town.
right, because we'll get some
Okay.
coming in Thursday morning right away and register and stuff, so.
Perfect.
Okay, so when this starts on Wednesday, is that correct?
Correct, Wednesday night.
I'll
Usually
leave it
come in about 5
5
o'clock, and then we'll have
They'll have some snacks and.
snacks
hors
and
d'oeuvres
stuff for them, and
And
of
where will
course,
that be?
That'll be out at Shells.
all little shells.
So then the tours are gonna be
Well, the tours will be.
On Friday.
On Friday
on
afternoon.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
This stuff, all that he just proposed here is all on Friday afternoon. They're done with classes by noon.
noon and then they
Then
have
we
lunch.
feed them a
and then-
lunch yet, and then they go on the tours, or they go home, or whatever they
Right,
do.
which they said some just take off
Right.
at lunch or right after lunch, and so we don't really know what we're gonna have for.
But when
tours
you
also.
register for these, you sign up for all the stuff you want to do, so they have an idea of how many people are going to do a
Oh, so
bus
you-
tour.
You don't know, oh, so it's
We
not
will
a
know
just-
when they get there, you know.
oh, That's helpful.
That helps,
Yeah.
because we always had to pre-register. I've gone to several of these, which
I
I'm
have too.
hoping, encouraging all of you to think about doing it. Well, you'll be doing it this year for sure,
Yeah.
but
So
in the
Wednesday at
future, to
5
go to
o'clock,
some.
Registration at Shells
Correct.
with snacks.
Yep.
But then nothing Wednesday night, or, Wednesday night?
No, that goes till, I
That's
think,
it.
5, 7:30, what,
Just a
Yeah.
few hours.
Would it be possible to give the tours of Shells on Wednesday night?
No,
don't-
that won't work. Because there might be people that want to do Shell's tours that aren't coming here a Wednesday night.
Good point. Okay,
Some people just come in the morning to get registered.
right,
It depends where they're all coming from,
right.
but,
Do they come from the whole state?
So then Thursday are all the classes?
Correct.
Thursday and Friday morning.
Is there anything on Thursday evening?
Nope, just the
There's
registration,
not, right now, there's,
unless they want.
talked about throwing stuff out there to let know if there's stuff going on, like at the Grand or
Okay.
Best Western or whatever possibles might, I don't think.
You know,
we've-
I think with that many people in town, there might be organizations that are anxious to do something.
you've heard,
You know,
yeah,
the
I
Grand or State Street.
so,
You're right.
So
And of course, they've got the hotels. Of course, the hotels don't offer any entertainment anymore like they used to.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
when is there a banquet then on
Nope,
Thursday night? No?
nope, there's no banquet.
People are on their own for
Correct.
food,
For Thursday, for supper, yeah, everybody's on their own.
and for lunch on Friday on their own?
Nope, we
Providing
provide,
lunch on Thursday and Friday.
we have a morning, it won't
Morning
be a
breakfast.
breakfast, it'll be,
Thursday and Friday noon. And that will be at, all the food is at Turner.
Or,
yeah, it's just easier to have it there.
And breakfast too, or continental breakfast?
Continental, yep,
Correct.
And that's Thursday morning and Friday morning? Is the
yes,
breakfast? Okay.
yes.
And the dates again for that are?
September 10th, 11th, and 12th, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that work for us if we want to go to some of the classes? Do we have to register them too? Or do we get to come verbatim? Because we're the guests. I mean, we're the hosts.
We can check with
We'll have to check with Mike and see what he
Mike and
says.
see what that,
Because some of the topics are very interesting, so.
Yeah, what is the responsibility of
Us?
us? Meet and greet?
Definitely Wednesday night, we should all be around, yeah,
Yeah.
if possible. Because I myself would like to go on the horse ride tour. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we know what houses will be toured yet?
I don't
Yeah.
believe we know which ones, yeah.
Okay.
Tom Will, is he the guy that has the horses or the wagon or the
I believe so,
carriage?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know there was something around here that can hold that many people.
It's out of Madelia.
Oh,
We had to go
okay.
down there to get that.
And the
lot of
buses
people.
we're providing, are they going to be school buses or do we have to get the Greyhounds?
You gotta get the coaches.
Oh.
So probably out of Lake Crystal's what we're looking at right now.
But that's included in the grant money we're applying for,
Correct,
correct?
that's, the only thing that's not included in the grant money is the food.
The food.
Yeah.
And
So would we be
if-
looking for sponsors to help sponsor
I
that?
don't know, we've gotta do some checking on that and see how that all works out, if that's part of the registration, if that's
The
getting covered.
fees that they pay, I bet you that is.
Right,
I would think that would be, yeah.
part of that, because the presenters are getting, we're applying on the grant for the presenters.
Okay,
So I'm assuming the food is out of the registration, but we'll have to check on that.
okay. Sounds good.
And I haven't followed the whole deal, but these grants that we're counting on, and everybody's counting on, state grants, are they tied into anything in the federal grants that are being pulled?
Not to my knowledge. This one is pretty, I believe this one's pretty cut and dried from SHPO, from the State Historical Preservation Office. It's more of a getting at what it's gonna cost. So if I think we got, what have we got for a total? $17,830 is what we're looking at now for applying for the grant. Match we're matching 5530 on that. So if we have extra money, it just goes back into the grant fund.
Grant fund again.
Yeah, we
Yep.
don't, this one's, it's a grant, but I think it's pretty lenient on, we can switch money around if we go over on some spots. We can funnel it to somewhere if we need to pay for it.
On the bus tours, is there going to be a guide?
That may be one of you people. I don't know.
There we go.
Staff, John and I.
Sharpen up on your
Well, I
knowledge of where we're
definitely
going.
think It should have a guide. I mean, not
Well,
just
there has
drive.
to be a guide of some
Yeah.
kind.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if we were.
Does-
Yeah, we
Does
haven't
the chamber still have, they used to have people that gave tours and get guided tours on buses if visitors came in?
We could probably check with them and find out if there's a volunteer list that does that, or if they get paid to do it. I don't know how that works.
or even the museum possibly.
Yep,
there
that's
are-
true.
Good.
There are two people from the college that, one's retired Professor Wayne Wagner. He does tours. And also Beth Kelpie, or Beth Scharf. She
If
does
she's
all
still in
kinds of-
town.
Yeah, she's, She does tours all the time for the college, bus tours throughout the town, so. And she's on the board for Historic Society.
Well, Terry, the tour guide for Terry's stuff is already taken care of.
Yep.
And Lisa Besmer
Yep.
would take care of that. So we basically would have to find somebody for the bus tours.
Yep.
And that shouldn't be too hard.
What about Darla Gephardt?
She'd be good if we're going to be going to, well,
Especially the cemetery.
the cemetery. I don't know. We'd have to find out. Might be a chance to ask her. All right.
Have business places been notified yet that this is happening?
Not yet, no.
I think once we have it more concrete of what doing, we'll be doing some promoting of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure people are going to want to be prepared to have these people be able to, go shopping and stuff too.
Yeah.
Or they might want to eat someplace else instead of having what we're going to serve,
And how many people do we expect?
They're saying between 175 and 200 is usually what comes in.
Thursday night, they're on their own to eat.
Yeah.
So, places like the Kaiserhof, or some of them might eat at the hotel. We have hotel rooms at all three of the hotels on the south end of town. But
Yeah.
the two smaller ones don't serve food. They have a continental breakfast.
Right, yeah.
That's it. So,
So yeah, if that all looks good, we'll just keep proceeding with that and.
Yep.
Okay.
it's as we go along for every meeting and go from there. If anybody comes up with something else, be sure to let us know, or bring it up. So,
How many, I've been at the Black
Frost,
Frost a couple of times. Do they have anything else besides that main room?
yeah, they have a new room in the back. I think that's where they're going to have us.
That's where they, would like to go out there, and if it's nice out, they can open up the garage doors and extend out into the parking lot.
Be strictly alcohol is what they serve up front. In the back, I don't know if they would have some beer available. They do sometimes.
Yeah.
Because not everybody likes whiskey and bourbon and
So I
all
don't know
that good
what's-
stuff, so
But yeah, John has been in contact with Jace down there.
Jace does a great job, so I'm not worried that we won't be pleased with what they've got. It's a nice little area back there. Any other questions?
Could you recap the election of officers?
Deb Zahn is the chair. Vice chair is Al. I don't, how to pronounce your last name?
Stabeno.
Oh, I mean,
I thought though it went to that gentleman.
Yeah.
that's right, you're secretary. Tom.
And I'm Ron Brutlag.
Ron, I was going to say Ron. I never know how to pronounce your last name. Rootleg. Rootleg. Log. Lag. All right.
It's spelled Brutlag, but it's pronounced Brutlog.
Log. Well, that's like people call me Zane instead of Zahn. Or Crail and I was a crawl. I said they used to call me Crail. Funny. Anything? Oh, let's move on to report from the city.
So I have update on Herman. We had a work study session with city council Tuesday night. We were going to present some different avenues to look at and try to get a feel on which way they wanted to go with it. But Park and Rec Director had been approached Thursday of last week with an individual who wants to work with us and look at working with the legislature and stuff and seeing what they can get on a Heritage and Legacy grant. They're looking on the some big amounts, bigger than we would think about, that would possibly go there. So we've got to get together with them now and talk about how we proceed, because we have the cost for the deconstruction documents. We just received that in late January, to see how that works now, if we are working with a bonding bill or a grant, if we can get those beforehand and go out for bids on that end of it? Do we need to have that in hand before we can move forward, or do we have to wait till the money is appropriated? Because we really don't know a hard cost on deconstruction. I contacted the local contractor, and they came up with like 1.2 million just to
Just to destroy the bottom of the,
to deconstruct it.
well, they have to take the whole thing down then.
They have to
Okay,
take-
it's not just the base.
Well, they take Herman and the Lions off, set them off to the side and stop at the top, and then document as you're coming down how it was built, and then decide if we can save any of the material as we're going down, what we can save. Then we've got to try to find a place for that to go and reconstruct that, and
Wow,
I'm
Wow.
thinking that's probably pushing closer to 2 mil by the time we're done.
wow.
And I did get a price of just, taking Herman off and the Lions and say the crane tipped over and knocked it all down. That's only $416,000 to come down and restore the land.
Yikes.
Because either way, we're not, even if we deconstruct it, we're not guaranteed of keeping the National Register because we are reconstructing it new. But we're using, to me, the big part is the Kasota stone base. We're getting that out of the same pit over in Kasota that it came out of in 1889. And they have the same 7 tools, the tool markings that are on there. They have the same 7 tools, so it can be replicated. There's some Kasota up on the dome itself. The big thing is the brick up there was glazed brick. I'm sure we can reproduce it somewhere, shape, or form, but it's been kicked around. It was a black color up there. Again, changing it to try to incorporate maybe art stone at that point, because we know the brick is going to be,
Hard to
again,
find.
well, hard to find, but then again, not a weather reliant
So we want
system.
something that's going to be last a
that's-
lot longer.
Right, that's where we're hoping to get some material in there and get it to the modern construction and get it so we've got some moisture proofing on it instead of, because we know we've got groundwater, we've got rainwater, and we've got condensation. So it's all 3 coming into the structure itself.
Right.
So that's where we're at now. The city manager is trying to set up with Torkelson and Doms and this other individual to get a meeting together sooner than later to see how we need to start proceeding, because they want to be able to take this in 2026 and put it out. So we need to get in line and find out how we need to proceed with it. So it may happen sooner than later. We don't know. Because reconstruction costs, they gave me a big ballpark, anywhere from 8 to 12 million.
Yikes.
So that was kind of our question of how much money do we really want to spend on Herman?
Oh, but he's such a part of our history.
It is.
That would be hard to
Yeah.
let it
It
go. And
Well, that's, there's been stuff kicked around of, take them off, take the lines off, leave the monument there, not be able to go up it, but that's the draw, is to go up and look at the river valley. But, in the meantime, you could do, go up and videotape in, the 4 seasons, fall, winter, spring, summer. So you had that kind of an interpretive center type thing of
Yeah.
what this is, what it is, and work on getting the money to build it over the years. But we'll see how it transpires here with this new information that we got on. They said it was last Thursday. It came in late to Park and Rec Director, so.
wow. Well,
That's it. That's all I have.
I have nothing to report.
I just had one question. Is the New Ulm Tire Building, is that historic, part of the historic area?
I would have to look in that. I don't know if the district goes out that way.
Might not cross Broadway.
The Besh building is, the
It-
white stucco.
The white building is itself,
historic,
yes, that's
yeah.
historic, but I don't know if the district, I think the district just runs
What?
past City Hall here and then back to the alley and back down Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I
I-
don't think it's in part of the district.
I'm not aware of it because it never has been brought up at meetings when we've talked about
Yeah.
the historical stuff, so
But I
I'm going to
can-
guess it's not at this point. Guess we'd have to find out when it was built. You know,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not part of the district, but
right?
I can look into that, let you know next time.
Any other questions? Anybody else got anything to add, or? All right, well, thank you all for coming this afternoon, and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.